Mega Mike the Movie Man, and today I got a mega movie plan. Today I'm back with another mega review for you all. Today I'm celebrating getting 100 subscribers, so I'm actually going to be doing a movie review from a subscriber request. So I had a subscriber recommended me the movie Shutter Island, so they wanted me to go ahead and review this one. So I'm going to go over my general thoughts of the movie, no spoilers here. I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and my recommendation on whether you should see this movie or not. Also, I'll be doing a full unboxing of the 4K physical media copy of this one, going over the audio, the visual quality for my physical media collectors out there. So stick around through the entire video to see that as well. But without further ado, let's get started.
You are hereby required to surrender your firearms.
We are duly appointed federal marshals.
But during your stay, you will obey protocol. Gentlemen, welcome to Shutter Island.
So to get into the good of the movie first. Now, Shutter Island is a movie that came out in 2010, and it's a psychological thriller, and it stars Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's directed by Martin Scorsese. So the plot basically just surrounds how these two U.S. Marshals go to a psychiatric hospital on Shutter Island to go ahead and investigate a missing person case. So that's the basic premise of the movie. But wow, this movie is awesome, and the cast is stellar here. It's an all-star cast. Like I said, you got Leo in the role of the lead character, and he does a fantastic job. Just how he kind of shows off his emotions and how he gets the different psychological levels in the movie, and just all the expressions he can do and how his eyes move. It's just all so well done, and you really get connected to that main character, and you're basically on this ride with him throughout the entire movie. But you also got an amazing supporting cast here. You got Mark Ruffalo, you got Ben Kingsley, you got Michelle Williams, and the list goes on. And all the supporting cast does a great job here. Once again, just how this movie is put together. Every time you watch it, you're going to notice a different character's expression, or different emotions they're giving off, or their different tones, and how that is all giving off different clues throughout the entire movie, trying to help us unravel this mystery. And that's the intrigue of this movie right here. It's a really good mystery story. You're always thinking during this movie, hey, what does this exactly mean? How is this building off one of each other, and why is there this whole thing going on at this island? And you're basically trying to unravel this mystery as you go out throughout this story with all these different characters. And it's a very intriguing movie, and it's going to keep you interested the whole time.
So this female prisoner, Rachel Solando, escaped sometime in the last 24 hours. Is she considered dangerous?
You could say that.
It's 11 miles to the nearest land and the water's freezing.
We don't know how she got out of her room.
Came back for a midnight round, she was gone.
It's as if she evaporated straight through the walls.
Now to get into some more good of the movie. Now this movie is filmed to perfection by the great Martin Scorsese, and just how all the scenes are put together. The environments are awesome in this movie, and you really get a good feel of all the different parts of this island, and how they were able to use so many different locations just on one island. It was fantastic. You're always in a new different area, and that was so interesting. And just how the camera shots line up and how it's edited. You get all these different angles, and every time you go to a different angle, you notice something different that's happening in the background, or something going on with a character, and it just makes for a well put together movie. This movie is well written. The story is a great mystery story. It's coherent. It's a perfect plot, and it's a good, satisfying ending. And like I said, it's just so well put together, and it's really a visionary tale here. And even incorporating things such as flashbacks or vision sequences are just so mesmerizing to see how it's put together. It's very artistically done, but every time those scenes are done, you get into another emotional level or another psychological level with one of these characters. And like I said, it's just so well put together of a movie. I think you're just going to be glued to the screen watching what's going on in this movie.
A lot of people know about this place, but no one will talk, you know? It's like they're scared of something.
Now to get into the bad of the movie. Now there isn't any serious major negative here that completely takes away from the movie. Only really nitpicks at this moment. So one nitpick is going to be that this movie may be a tad too long. It goes at about 2 hours and 20 minutes, and there's some scenes in the middle that drag just a little bit. So even though you're always intrigued with the scenes, some of them do go on just a little bit too long. I would have cut a little bit here and there, made it about a 2 hour movie, and then I think it would be more well paced overall and just flowed better. Also, another thing you definitely want to pay attention to in this movie is everything. Closely pay attention to this movie. It's a thinking movie, so you can't tune out for any of it. Really don't blink at all, because you're trying to pick out these clues as you go throughout the story, because the more you notice in this movie as you go through it, I think the better full-on experience you're going to get. So those are just a couple little nitpicks that I wanted to caution people about as they go in to watch this movie.
Pull yourself together, Teddy.
Now to get into that recommendation. Now, should you go back and see this movie? Absolutely. If you have not seen this movie yet, it's a great psychological thriller, it's an awesome mystery, and it's so well put together. Martin Scorsese can do no wrong with his films. It's such a well-made movie. I think you're going to get some enjoyment out of it. So even if you're not a mystery fan, if you're just a film fan, I think you're going to like just seeing how this movie was put together. So I think this movie is going to work for most people. It's a thinking person's movie now. Now, if you want a movie where you really don't have to think about, you can kind of turn off the brain, well then yeah, this movie may not work at that point. But if you're going to be engaged with a movie and really pay attention, oh, this movie is going to work on so many different levels, and it has a lot of repeat watchability with it as well. Every time you see this movie through a new lens, you're basically going to pick up new things you didn't notice in the backgrounds before, new things going on with the characters' emotions, and I think that's just going to give you a new experience every time you see this movie. So I absolutely go see this movie if you haven't seen it before, and then absolutely, if it's been a while, I'd say go back and watch it again. I think you're going to have an entertaining experience with this one.
You do understand that they can't let you leave.
Going somewhere?
Now to get into the unboxing of my 4K copy of this movie. So I wanted to do this movie right, so I wanted to get a 4K disc with this one just to check it out. So let's take a look at the front cover here. It is really nice. I think that captures the movie perfectly. Now I wish I would have had a slip cover with this one. Fortunately, it didn't come with that. Probably just because I've gotten it way too late, but it's still nice to have the physical copy here. And then you can see what the spine looks like, just keeping it along with the front cover. And then you can check out the back here. Now, I did enjoy the Blu-ray discs that had the special features on it, and I think that gives you a lot of great context with the movie. It's just a little couple featurettes there, but I think it's even worth it just for those two, because those, you get a lot of interview perspective from all the different actors and director and even the book writer. So I think the special features are awesome, even though there's not a lot of them. And then overall, the quality with this 4K, I think is awesome. You got the HDR in here, so the colors come through really nicely. I think all the clothing, the hair, just all the rain sequences just really shine through with the 4K and HDR. So excellently done there. Now the only drawback to the 4K and HDR is that some of the blood sequences, you can tell it is fake blood. But that's just a little minor nitpick because it comes through so nice and cleanly, like you can really tell that it isn't blood. But other than that, I think the 4K works amazing on this movie, especially because there's so many environments. You're going to get a lot of visual details that come through, and I just thought it was an awesome experience. Now, the sound is pretty good as well. It's a 5.1 DTS soundtrack. And now I would have preferred a Dolby Atmos, but 5.1 DTS isn't too bad either. And the orchestral sounds they use in this movie are fantastic, by the way. So audio wise, I think this is great to have. So excellent visuals, excellent audio. Now let's take a look and open this up. See what the inside looks like. Look at the disc. Now, a little let down right there. The discs aren't anything special, just pretty much have the title there. But like I said, just to have the quality with the 4K, having it on a physical copy, especially with the special features, I think for physical collectors out there and people that are really massive fans of the movie, and this one isn't too expensive right now. I think you can get it probably about 20 or so bucks off of Amazon. it is just really nice to have this on the shelf. And like I said, so much rewatchability with this movie. I think you're going to watch this one a few times and have a great time watching them. So that will do it for today's mega review of the movie Shutter Island. Let me know in the comments below. Is this one of your favorite movies out there? Have you seen this one? How much did you enjoy it? Or if you've never seen it, are you now planning to watch it based on my recommendation? Thanks again to my subscriber for recommending this one. I had such a great experience with it. So also let me know in the comments below, my subscribers. Give me any movie requests or movie rankings you would like me to do in the future, and I can definitely consider them and hopefully get a video going for them. So if you're just discovering my channel for the first time and you're not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, subscribe right now. That way I can get you all that future movie entertainment content, movie reviews, movie rankings, movie hauls, movie unboxings. We talk everything movies on this channel, so subscribe right now. Also like the video, and this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.